Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
On first down, Allen. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
3 buzz. 57 to Mike.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Here we go.
2nd and 14.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
That's a gain of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
By Fred Warner.
well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. So here are the Eagles now backed up to start their first drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Right there, 56. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
He was brought down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Herbert off of play action. That's caught. It's John Hightower. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike, go.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. O'Shane Ximines. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl.
Now Drake loses the football, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Philadelphia.
So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
There certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that number 1.
After review of the play,
the fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down.
Mike, 57. Come off the ball hard.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. 4 down. 4 down. Check. Check. Here I come. I'm coming out.
Off play action. Herbert.
Here I come.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Check like 33. Check like 33. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Off the play fake. Herbert has it knocked free.
Kyle Allen sacked.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
33. Tackles.
Off play action. Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Herbert's pass
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a first down. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Single receiver. Go. Watch the screen.
From the gun, it's Allen. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here's Matt Hawk now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Here's Jackson. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And he had to be pleased at the start of the last drive. The offense was moving, but certainly not pleased at the end result, an interception.
And every team we ever talk to at some point in the conversation, the coach, player, someone talks about, you know, we've got to finish. We've got to finish off drives, finish off the game. There's an example there of not finishing, doing everything right, but not getting the result that you need.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Let's go one more.
This is Hines. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down.
Mike check 33.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Automatic first down.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
57's the mic. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
To throw, it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
36-yard line.
And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Drake. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, Giants! Juju Smith-Schuster, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's now second.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, That worked quite well for the defense.
Play action. It's Herbert. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Off the play fake. Herbert. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's got this down to the 35. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
First down.
Off play action. Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. O'Shane Ximines able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Loss of 6 yards.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there. And now it's third down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
51, Mike, 51. 3 buns. 51's a Mike.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That's complete to Hightower. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
The passer, defense.
Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up fourth down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Mike, check 33.
Back to the air, Herbert on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Herbert's pass.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
From the contact.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Now on fourth down, Doug Peterson turns it over to the field goal unit. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. A lot of times, Charles, when you see guys miss easy ones like this, you can attribute a lot of that to the sharp angle.
You sure can. You've got to shift your aim a little left or right. And here, he just kicks this one straight on, and it doesn't have enough cut to it, so it winds up off the upright.
54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Stop your whining. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. And we're pretty quiet.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
57 to Mike. 57.
On second down, it's Drake. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Giants on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Allen. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. 41 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into third and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Allen now on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Brooks, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls. 57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. Hey, here we go.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen. And that is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Everyone's got 4 down. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
From the gun, Allen. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw.
It's 4th down.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was hoping to get that to John Hightower, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
All day, baby. All day. All day, baby. Mike check 33. 33. Rip left. Rip left.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
4 down.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
To number 87.
From 19 yards away. And the Eagles have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Doug Peterson says let's go for two here.
Point conversion.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
They'll try and run it here. And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful.
15. Giants 7.
Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Now this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game. But just let them know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
25-yard line.
The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
3rd and 2.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards, good. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jordan Brooks make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And he's going to go down again. Jordan Brooks in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Drake. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. On the return, Jackson. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Watch tight end.
Off play action. Herbert. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm coming. Mike check 33.
Off the play fake. Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. but they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon.
No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
It's second down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hey, check Mike 33, check Mike 33.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
This is Butler making the catch. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
And they are going for it. Herbert now. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Get ready. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Hey, tight.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on second and inches. Now Allen again. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Jordan Brooks has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Help me out, partner. Did they use up all their juice on second down when they got the sack? Because on third down, zero pressure, all the time in the world, and he picks up the first down with that throw.
On first and goal, Drake. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Taken down right at
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
leads to second.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
57, Mike, 57.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
15, Giants 10.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. He stepped right up like a pro.
25-yard line.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Hines. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
You better bring it. Mike 56, Mike 56. Here we go, D. All day.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was hoping to get that to John Hightower, but it'll be 2nd down.
Coverage defensively by Logan Ryan.
Let's get that ball. Hey, check Mike 33. Hey, smash. Defense wins championships, baby. Mike, check 33.
Throwing again. Herbert. This will be taken in by Hightower. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Eagle.
And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
50's the mic. 50's the mic. All day. All day.
Herbert on first down now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
33. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
On second and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
An important play right here, third and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Gonna throw on third down with Herbert. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Carl Lawson, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Allen off the play fake. Carl Lawson, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be third and a mile. They'll run with Drake. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Their lead back down to one score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fowler, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Check. Mike, check, 33.
Play action. It's Herbert. That's complete to Hightower. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 31.
Here, guys. Fight 51. Mike, 51. I'm coming for you. You mine. Check 52. Cougar 19. 51. 79 Broncos.
They run with Hines. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you.
They run again with Hines. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 20-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run on first down. Hines, he'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming. Kill. Cowboy 80.
And to give this time to the tailback. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Herbert. His throw caught right around the 6.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
That keeps the score, Eagles 23.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Mike's 57, 57.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
To throw again. Allen. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well, they had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Carl Lawson. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was hoping to get that to John Hightower. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught.
We got this.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike check 33.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
For number 87, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Mike check 33. 33.
Herbert off of play action. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for number 87, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Check 33. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
To the air again, Herbert. Looking deep downfield. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't